okay guy when they see one, and damn it, so do I!
Yeah! Joey does nothing wrong!
Right? Yeah, Mexican League food!
Joe's upstairs right now with the commissioner trying to clear himself.
You know, I bet the Yankees are behind this whole thing!
Yeah! They're scared of us!
Yeah. Now listen, whether Joe's with us today or not, we're gonna go out there and play some red-hot baseball!
Yeah!
We're the best team in the league!
Yeah!
You know it!
Yeah!
You do. Now, when we take the field, I want you to forget about Joe. And I want you to go out there and fill the park with so many base hits that those Cleveland Indians will think it's the Third World War!
Yeah! We gotta quit thinking about Joe, we gotta start thinking about the game.
Yeah! You can't play good if you're worrying. I found that out.
That's why I got this outside hobby. Somebody give me a 4-letter word for... You can do it to an egg.
What did the Cleveland Indians do to us yesterday?
They minded us!
Mix on that stuff.
Beats.
Talk about something positive, will you?
Yeah, like women.
Hey, no women! What are you, forgetting the rules?
No, I ain't forgetting rules, but I ain't forgetting women either.
Benny says if we're gonna succeed in the big league, we gotta follow all them strict rules.
Well, he's right.
No drinking.
Oh.
No women. No late hours. No women. We gotta keep our minds on the game. We gotta think about the game. The game, the game. We gotta think about the game. The game, the game. Booze and bras, they be great. Though the great, they'll have to wait while we think about the game. There was this waitress back in Kansas City, built for comfort, thought was ready. Yeah. And her boyfriend short and smoke, round her up to my hotel. Yeah. And wait, she held a pint of gin, more or less. The lights were low and she slipped over the rest. Yeah. And I thought about the game. Yes, I thought about the game. Though I got the lady high, I just left her high and dry. 'Cause I thought about the game. We thought about the game.
There was this Pullman car that I got lost in on a sleeper out of Boston.
Yeah.
Compartment doors all look the same. That walked one and there's and stayed there.
Yeah.
Blonde and stacked. Absolutely bare. Nothing separating us but yeah. Then I thought about the game. Yes, I thought about the game. Though my heart's this in fatigue, all I said was pardon me. But I thought about the game.
He thought about the game.
I really did think okay that time.
One that chick that you remember.
When you're dying for some rhyme, remember?
Refrain. If you're losing at craps and the clock says it's 11 and suddenly each roll you roll comes up with 7 and you're in the kind of time when that old man.
Be polite, say goodnight. You should be in bed by 10.
When your mother makes you cakes, remember,
Say things. Try it, guys. When you're kissing till it aches, remember. Don't give in. Every rule we shall obey to be sure. 'Cause to win we gotta stay good and pure.
Hey, Rock, remember them twins took a ride with
Operating side by side with yeah.
out of gas 3 miles from Philly.
The night is warm, the skies are dilly. Yeah. So I suggest we sleep beneath a tree.
With no one there but Rock, the chicks, that mean?
Who was lying side by side under the tree? 4 minds with a single thought.
I look at my good.
I look at mine.
And with one foul swoop.
But then they thought about the game, the game, the game. Oh yes, they thought about the game, the game, the game. To our women, one and all, we will see you in the fall. But to them we've got a soul every day. And think about the game, think about the game, think about the think about the think about the think about the think about the
Sure, the Senators lost today. They didn't have Joe.
No, but tomorrow's the one that's important.
I heard that the tickets were sold out a long time ago.
I know.
Joe!
Meg!
Oh, thank you for coming.
Well, they postponed the hearing till 10 o'clock tonight.
I didn't know whether it was all right for me to phone you.
Of course it's all right.
There's something I want to explain to you. If I would have known you would have been in this much trouble, I wouldn't have asked you to leave. I want you to know that. I don't care who would have talked.
Well, I guess it's for the best. It's the 24th, and it'll all be over soon.
The baseball season,
Everything.
how you talk. Everything what?
Meg, we play the Yankees tomorrow for the pennant. If I shouldn't happen to be in the game, would you think I was a crook?
Of course I couldn't.
Do you think I'm Shifty McCoy?
No, it's silly. You're not the least bit shifty. You're moody. Now, if they would have called you Moody McCoy, I would have said they have grounds.
At least I'll have my name cleared before I disappear.
What in goodness name are you talking about?
There's a witness coming from Mexico City who knew Shifty McCoy. Well, he'll be at the hearing tonight, and then I'll be proved innocent.
Well, of course you will. You're a good boy. I know that.
Do you? Do you think I'm from Hannibal?
Well, no. But it's as Sister said. If you want to pretend that you are, you must have your reasons. And it's an honor to the town. You're a good boy. I know that. I may not be a judge of character, but I know when someone's good. That's why I keep saying that Joe, the other Joe, will come back. Because he was a good man, too. And now that you're gone, I miss him more than ever.
He will come back to you.
You don't have to cheer me up.
He's closer than you think.
What do you know about it?
It's all right. Just remember what I said. He's near to you. Near to you. Though you think he's far away, he's near to you, so near to you, as near as April is to May. Can't you feel him there in his favorite chair, staring at the fireplace, so near to you, so near to you, but you might as well be face to face. For it's just as though he was standing as close as I. I know it's hard to imagine, but try. If he's
much of a hot dancer either.
You could have fooled me.
If he's really near to you, he's near to you, even though he's far away.
If he's in my heart,
Really in your heart, how near to you, how near to you. Can he get?
Welcome to the filibuster. I'm Harry Carabino.
And I'm Chick Thompson, and we're here today to talk about the scandal that has rocked all of us here in Senatorland.
That's right. In case you've been living under a stone, our own beloved Joe Hardy's been accused of having an alter ego. And we're not talking about Superman, Chick.
No, we're not. The name? Shifty McCoy. A fellow who allegedly took a bribe down in the Mexican leagues a few years back. And according to Gloria Thorpe, Shifty McCoy, Joe Hardy, the same guy.
Say it isn't so, Joe. I, for one, and I know I join you in this, do not believe it. Unfortunately, our Joe will have a chance to clear his name as the commissioner of baseball himself and scheduled a special hearing tomorrow to hear Joe testify and put an end to this intriguing matter.
And just in the nick of time, too, Harry, as the Senators have a clinch game coming up in just 2 days against those damn Yankees.
Well, stay tuned here for all the action on this station.
And that's another filibuster brought to you by Bidding Fence, serving all of your privacy fence needs. Because Bidding Fence believes that what you do in your backyard is nobody else's business.
You're darn right.
Thanks for watching.
There it is.
It's just psychology, baby. Just psychology. Do you think this noble young Joe Hardy will desert the team and the men who have trusted him? Never.
But suppose...
You're not supposed to suppose. I put a lot of effort into this case.
Well, he's an interesting boy.
When I've got him for keeps, I'll make him throw the game. That'll kill him.
As for me, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said I'm sorry for him.
I have noticed of late a certain laxity on your part. Have you forgotten every principle I've ever taught you? All right. 100 times.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry
I must
for
select
anybody.
something
Never
for tonight's
feel
hearing.
sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody. Never
That's
feel
terrible.
sorry for anybody.
I'll wear that.
Sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for
Can anybody
anybody.
guess who that is? Come on in, Joe!
Never feel sorry.
That's enough, Lola. Later, we got the greatest baseball player in the world here. Let's do him homage.
Well, it's very kind of you to say, Mr. Applegate. But, well, it doesn't look as though Joe Hardy will ever make the Hall of Fame.
One can never tell.
That's what I came to talk to you about, Mr. Applegate. I'd like to exercise my escape clause, which takes place on the 24th, which is today.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
I thought it all over. I found that there's something more important in life than being a hero.
Deep, this ball. Very deep.
Look, I just want out. I want to go home.
Very well. This type of operation has to take place at the witching hour. So, at 5 minutes to midnight, if you still want to go back, you just say the word.
Suppose the hearing's still going on. What are you going to do? Change me right there in front of everybody?
No. That would cause talk. No. Just say, let's step into the next room. Joe will walk through that door. He will never return. Took it on the lab, they'll say.
I just want to make sure there's no misunderstanding. Goodbye, Lola.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry
Lola,
for anybody.
let's not just
Never
have the
feel
letter, let's have
sorry
the
for
spirit.
anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody.
You
Never
get too
feel
impudent with
sorry
me and
for
I'll put
anybody.
Clementine in
Never
here for
feel
this kind of
sorry
work.
for anybody.
You
Never
get too
feel
fresh with
sorry
me and
for
I'll put you
anybody.
back on your
Never feel-
broom. Now, I want you to go over there and think of 3 dirty tricks. And they better be good. What's the matter with you? You discourage me. Whenever I'm, from time to time, depressed, and trouble wells and swells within my breast, I find some pride deep inside of me, as I fondly walk the lane of memory. I see Bonaparte, a mean one, if ever I've seen one, and Nero feeling through that lovely blaze, Antoinette, dainty queen, with a quaint beauty. And those were the good old days. I see Indians dragging an empty covered wagon, when scalping the settlers was the latest craze. And that glorious morn, Jack the Ripper was born. Those were the good old days. I'd sit in my rocking chair, peacefully rocking there, counting my blessings by the score. The rag was in fashion, the plagues were my passion. Each day held a new joy in store. Was anybody happy? I see cannibals munching a missionary luncheon. The years may have flown, but the memory stays, and the hopes that were dashed when the stock market crashed. Those were the good old days. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles or more for some of the gore of those good old days. It was absolutely thrilling when diffusers were drilling. The longer it took, why, the more I'd praise, and that era of pain long before Novocaine. Those were the good old days. I dozed by the fireside, dreaming of cyanide, never a worry or care. And how can one measure the infinite pleasure of dreaming of the electric chair? Some people found it shocking. And in the aisles I'd lay 'em with arson and with mayhem. It's a happy routine, but it always plays. And my favorite encore was the 100 Years' War. Those were the good old days. I'd gladly sail the 7 seas for just one reprise of those good old days.
Well, I'll tell ya. Because I value the good name of baseball more than I do a victory for my own team.
Look, just because a picture taken in the paper 4 years ago happens to look a little bit like...
Mr. Welch. Mr. Thorpe has the floor.
I know.
It's not just because of the picture. The picture only fortified my suspicions that he had a phony background.
Well, he never lived in Hannibal. That much I can tell you.
Not right now.
This paper paid my expenses to come down here and testify.
Not right now. Sit down. Please. Mr. Hardy.
Yes, sir?
If you say you were raised in Hannibal, how do you account for the fact that no one seems to remember you? Can you explain these facts to us?
If I may interject a word. Out in Hannibal, Missouri, comes this young woman, so sophisticated. She approaches this simple man here.
Simple? Who are you calling simple? Then you just wait a minute.
Mr. Commissioner, I've got just one more question for this Mr. Applegate. If, as you say, Joe Hardy was born in Hannibal, Missouri, why is his birth not registered there?
You have asked a question.
I have.
I will give an answer.
Thanks ever so.
But it will bring a brush of shame to your cheek and a tear to your fair brow to know that the reason that Joe's birth was not registered was because his parents were not married. I hope you're satisfied.
We'll stop this line of inquiry right now.
I do hope that this remorseless line of questioning has come to its climax.
Good.
My witness from Mexico will be here in 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I can't wait. It's a 11:45 now.
Mr. Commissioner, I've got to say one more thing. I've got to make one thing clear. I've been jeered and abused because I wrote that story, but I didn't originate the rumor of Shifty McCoy. I heard it from someone else.
Well, who?
From the platitudinous manager of our young phenom. From Mr. Applegate!
Applegate? That's impossible.
But he told you that?
Quiet,
Please.
Quiet!
I know.
Mr. Applegate, am I to understand that...
That is one of the most dastardly misrepresentations.
Just answer the question.
I am called here to answer questions. Instead, let me ask one. If my time is required to fight graft and corruption and organized baseball, why then am I called upon to quibble with these fellow travelers?
We came here to witness!
If you please...
Wait a second, lady!
Mrs. Boyd! Get your hands off me, you Republican!
If you please!
We decided we should speak up. We're material witnesses. Hi, Mr. Hawkins.
Hi, man. How are you?
It's the Miller girls.
Hi, girls. How y'all been?
You seem to be old acquaintances.
We would like to take the stand and testify.
We'll take an oath or anything.
You see, at first we didn't remember Joe. But then when I remembered him, and I reminded the girls, then pretty soon they remembered him too.
Yes. My Joe, how you've grown. I hardly recognized you.
Wait. You know him?
Yes. We used to pick huckleberries together.
You must remember him, Mr. Hawkins. Don't you mind? He used to come in and pick up the mail for old Mrs. Peeper.
It's 5 minutes to midnight.
What is it, Mr. Hardy?
I'd like to step in the other room and speak with Mr. Applegate.
Wait, Joe. Wait, you remember?
Sure, now I remember him. I knew it.
Yes.
I knew that Joe wouldn't lie.
Quiet!
That boy sat right there and let everyone call him a liar to his face, and now, by God, he is vindicated.
I don't want anybody to leave this room!
Why, just this morning I was saying to Benny Van Buren, I says, I know that boy. He's true blue. I know a loyal player when I see one. Why, I says, that boy would go to hell for his team.
You're right, Mr. Welch, he would. Just like Meg said, didn't you?
Yes, sir, Mr. Welch. We didn't care what the paper said. We never lost faith in Joe. He may have come from a poor family, but that's no disgrace in this day and age. Why, some of the greatest men in this country came from poor families. And as it turns out, Some of the best baseball players did too. We three all knew each other when we were young back in Hannibal, and Mr. Hawkins knew us. So when we heard about this thing, we couldn't bear to stand by and see an injustice done. That's why we decided to push through, even though the corridors were so crowded. We thought we'd never make it, but we did.
Vindication for Joe Hardy. And beer for me. I'm Harry Carabina. Welcome to another filibuster. Chick Thompson could not be here today. He's battling a horrible case of whooping cough. We're sure he'll be back tomorrow. Or we hope. As I said, after an action-packed trial last night, Shoeless Joe was cleared of all charges by the Commissioner of Baseball, then that means our star shortstop will be in the field tomorrow against those damn Yankees for the crucial game. After nearly 2 decades of losing, that means Senator fans are now just mere hours away from celebrating our first pennant in nearly half a lifetime. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for all the updates on the game right here at this station. And that's it for this filibuster, brought to you by Vineyards of the World. Sure, you can get vino anywhere, but if you want the best wines in the world, it's Vineyards of the World. Thanks.
Well, for seeing the senators, all Washington senators, there is.
Joe.
Oh. Well, where is he?
He's asleep. I gave him a pill.
You should have given him 2.
I did. Then move over.
Why not? We're both in the same club now.
Oh, it's okay, Joe.
You should have been there. Mr. Welch, poor guy. He said, I know this boy. He'd go to hell for the team. Don't you think that's kind of funny?
We're going to win, Joe.
Maybe.
No, I fixed it for you. I said I gave him 2 pills. I gave him 4. He was so delighted with himself and horsing around, and he said, "Give me a drink of demon rum." So I did. And I slipped 4 pills into it. He won't wake up until after the game.
But I wanted him to be there. I wanted him to sit right there and watch us win the pennant.
If you were there, you wouldn't win.
No. Penny's put me in center field. I wouldn't have to look at him. I wouldn't have to hear what he's saying.
It doesn't matter now. He owns you.
Oh. I guess I didn't know how it all worked. Lola, what were you?
I was the ugliest woman in Providence, Rhode Island.
He'll be good and sword what you did. Will he turn you back?
He threatens.
2 lost souls, huh? Well, I don't know whether to laugh or cry or make jokes.
Oh, Joe. Jokes make jokes. We're together tonight, maybe never again.
Way out to make the most of.
Please.
Well, how do we do that?
You think of some way.
Okay, just give me a second. What's next?
Joe, would you like to take Lola some places tonight?
Yes! Took me long enough, didn't it?
Oh, Joe, you like music? You like dancing?
Yes! Hey, Joe, great game!
Okay, enough about the game. Tonight we're here to have fun.
So are we.
That's what I mean. Everybody, have fun.
We're only relaxing.
Yes, we are.
They're only human.
Our souls on the highway of life. We ain't even got a sister or brother. Ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. 2 lost ships on stormy sea. 1 with no sail and 1 with no rudder. got each other. Two lost sheep in the wilds of the hills, far from the other Jacks and Jills. We wandered away and went astray, but we ain't fussing 'cause we've got us and we're two lost souls on the highway of life, and there is no one with whom we would rather. But ain't it just great? Ain't it just great? We got each other. Wherever we go, whatever we do, as long as you've got me and I've got you, we've got a lot, because we've got each other.
Oh, we'll never see the game if we don't line up tonight. Stella said there were 200 to 300 people out here already. I think it's crazy. Oh, we'll be perfectly comfortable. We're ready for anything. Sleeping with a lot of men. Well, that's a crude way to put it, Doris. Sleeping in a line with a lot of men is much more refined. Suppose some strange man tries to talk to us. Wouldn't that be nice? But wouldn't it be better if there were 2 strange men? One for you, too. A pickup? Oh, Doris, you make me sick. You're always saying how we should live, and the one time we have for a little social contact, you want to back out. I want to live, but in the daytime. There's a lot of living to be done at night, believe me.
You know, the whole thing was a frame-up, and the Yankees were behind it. They just wanted to get Joe out of the game.
Those dames from Hannibal sure told them those old ladies should get an award.
Old ladies? Well, it doesn't matter. It's what we get for lying. A little white lie for something important like the pennant is nothing to be ashamed of. I suppose not. Besides, if we lose, I'm going to kill myself.
Well, the rhubarb's over, and Ben Buren comes back to the dugout. First half of the inning, Washington leads 4-3. New York Yankees have the potential tying run on second base, and boy, how they'd like to bring that runner home. All right, we're all set to go once again. There's the stretch. Checks to the runner leading off second base, and in comes the pitch. There's a long drive going deep into left field, and it's fouled by 3 feet.
Foul! It's a foul!
You knew I had to get to the game.
I tried to wake you. I shook you and shook you.
You lie. I see it all now. You doped me. But why? Why did you do it?
Because I love him.
Love.
Woo!
What happened?
Martin tried to steal second.
They got him! They got him!
What's the score?
4-3 Washington.
Doesn't matter. I'll get there in time. I'll make him lose even if they have to change it back in front of everybody.
Well, I don't want to be there.
Come back here, you.
He's out!
Coming up now for the Yankees is Hank Bauer. On deck, Mickey Mouse. The first half of the 9th inning, 1 away, nobody on. The Senators now just 2 outs away from the pennant. Hank Bauer steps into hitting position. Hollingsworth out of the mound, looks in to get it signed, and we're set to go. He swings into the windup, around comes the right arm, in comes the pitch. Bauer swings,
There's a hard hit ground ball going into the hole between third and short. Toby charges over, backhands the ball beautifully. There's the long throw.
What's the score, bud?
4-3, Washington. Come on, Nats. We got him now.
Mickey Mantle up the bat. Kill this guy. Get this bomb.
Come on, Yankees!
Back, Joe! Play deep!
Oh, come on, Washington. Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joe boy. What's happened? What's the matter?
He can't run. He's lame or something.
Come on, Joe! Come on! He got it!
No one else in here. Shut the gate.
All right, yeah.
I'll get over.
Come on, guys.
Hey, fellas, they want us on television.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna take a picture, interview. Yeah, they can't believe we won a pennant.
You did it. But Betty, listen. I shut the gate to keep the reporters out until I can get this thing straight in my head. Is Joe all right?
He's disappeared.
Betty, he can't just disappear.
I can't find him.
Betty, it was like something happened to him just right as he was running for that ball.
Yeah, that's what I saw. He took off like a rabbit. Then all of a sudden it looked like something hit him. He hobbled like he was lame.
Yeah.
He was a different man, clumsy. There she goes. I thought we'd blow it again. Then, by God, he made that last lunge and he caught the ball. I tried to get to him to find out what was the matter, but the crowd got in the way. Then he took off from the clubhouse. I haven't seen him ever since.
Betty, we can't find Joe anywhere.
That's fine.
We gotta get him.
Mr. Wells' door that hearing will affirm or deny the disappearance of Joe Hardy. However, many of the players admit that from the moment he caught that ball and ran to the clubhouse, none of them has seen him. So the question is, where is Joe Hardy?
Is that you?
No, I'm back.
Joe! Oh, I'm a sight.
You're a wonderful sight.
Oh, Joe. Oh, where you been? Oh, no, I didn't mean to ask that. I wasn't going to ask that.
Don't ever ask that.
I won't. You were away on a secret mission, but now you're back. Oh.
You feel happy?
All right, Joe.
Is there something the matter?
We've had our little joke. Listen, Joe, it was a mean trick to turn you back.
Say things about us.
It was an impulse, and I regret it. It's not too late, Joe. You can come back. You can be Joe Hardy again. Win the World Series. Be a hero. I'm not such a bad guy, Joe. Just emotional. I forgive a little one, too. Look. Once you're back, Joe.
What I had, Joe. I had my own love.
you little louse. You belong to me. Listen to me, you two-timing false-face swindler.